You thought working retail would be easy. Smile at customers, fold some shirts, scan some barcodes. Instead, you're trapped in a fluorescent lit purgatory where the customer is always right, even when they're absolutely spectacularly wrong. You're underpaid, overworked, and one price check away from snapping like a clearance rack hanger. You weren't supposed to work today. Then you made the mistake of checking your phone, and of course, your manager sent you a text. Hey, can you come in today? We're short staffed. You stare at the screen knowing exactly what you should have done. Left your phone on silent, or at least not let that little red receipt give you away. But they saw it, which means you're going in. You walk in, already tired, already regretting life choices. One register's down, the fitting rooms are trashed, and the floor looks like it lost a fight with a clearance mob. You check the schedule. Surprise, two people called out, which means you're covering everything. And somehow still expected to have it all done before the district manager walks through. You try to get started, but someone's already waving at you from the shoe aisle. Do you work here? No, I just wear the name tag so people will ask me things while I'm holding trash bags. You go to tidy a display and find a half cup of soda sitting right on top of the folded shirts. Condensation ring and everything. The kid who left it standing there eating a bag of chips. The parent nowhere to be found. You toss the drink, refold the shirts, and before you can finish, someone appears holding a receipt that's older than some of the employees. The shoes, worn. The box, missing. The attitude, fully loaded. You explain the return policy. They stare at you like you just insulted their entire family. Just then, your manager walks by and reminds you to push credit cards. Because what every customer wants after being told no is an offer for 20% off if they open a credit card they didn't ask for. To buy stuff they already regret picking up. Next thing you know, you're stuck at the register. That's when the real fun starts. The customer at the front, absolutely baffled by the card reader, forgets their PIN, tries another card, then asks if you still take checks, like they just woke up from a decade-long coma. Behind them, a growing line of customers who think the delay is somehow your fault. Next person in line wants to argue about a sale that ended 2 weeks ago. You explain the sign's been taken down. The sale is over, they say. Well, it was still on the website yesterday. Then someone asks if they can stack 3 coupons, use store credit, apply a senior discount, and still get cash back. And when it doesn't work, they act like you're trying to scam them personally over a promo they found crumpled in their glove box. You finally get through that mess and make the mistake of walking the floor. And someone starts yelling at you because you don't carry swimsuits in December. They swear at you in a language you don't understand. But somehow you still know you've been insulted. You just smile and nod, because apparently you're in charge of the seasons now. Then your earpiece cuts in. Another department needs backup. Someone dropped the perfume sampler and it shattered. And someone who came in wearing an oversized jacket is somehow filling it out now. Meanwhile, your manager's doing laps with a clipboard, pretending to be busy while everyone else actually is. You've been on your feet for 9 hours. You've had one break. You spend half of it trying to fix the soda machine in the back. The other half answering, "Where's the bathroom?" from a customer who followed you behind the double doors with a giant sign that says "Employees Only." You finally sit down for 2 seconds and get called over the headset because someone needs help with a price check on an item that doesn't have a tag, that might not even belong to the store. Your legs ache, your jaw hurts from fake smiling, and your manager just pulled you aside to let you know you're behind on your sales quota. You check the schedule for next week. You're closing Friday, opening Saturday, and somehow also covering a shift Sunday because someone said they had a thing, and you were too tired to pretend you didn't hear them. You're so drained, your brain's on autopilot. Fold shirt, say hello, push everything to the front of the rack. Pretend to care every time someone walks through the door. You try to remember the last time you had 2 days off in a row. You can't. You missed your cousin's wedding. You missed your grandma's birthday. You missed so many hangouts your friends cut you from the group chat. And somehow people still act surprised when you say you work weekends. Wait, you're working again? Yes, that's what retail is. If it's a holiday, a weekend, or a weather emergency, you're on the schedule. You don't have a set routine, your day off changes every week. You can't plan appointments, vacations, or a functional life. You're always either on the clock, about to be on the clock, or waking up in a panic thinking you missed your shift. You eat lunch at 10 a.m. or 4 p.m., or not at all. You go to bed sore. You wake up sore. You spend more time picking up clothes from the floor than you do speaking to people you care about. You hear the store music in your dreams. You flinch when you hear the door chime. And you've mastered the art of looking helpful while emotionally shutting down. You don't do it for the praise. You don't do it for the pay. You do it because you're dependable. You're the reason the lights stay on, the reason the doors stay open, and the reason people feel a little less invisible. So, if you've ever been asked where the fitting room is while standing directly in front of it, or spent hours creating a display that someone destroyed 6 seconds later, you might be a retail worker. And if you made it to the end of this video without faking a bathroom break just to avoid another stupid question, go check out why it sucks to be a flight attendant. Because if you think customers are bad on the ground, just wait until you're trapped in a metal tube at 30,000 feet. And someone brought a tuna sandwich.